Hello, my beautiful African people. Welcome back to Hell and Ride, African Facebook page and YouTube channel. Today we are talking about a very important topic that relates to young men, young African men, and a married African woman. So the topic is gonna center on the cheating inclination of some African married women, their inclination to cheat with African young men. I think I can write a book in this subject just about writing about my own personal experience with married women, both when I was in Africa and when I was and here in London, where I am currently. I can write a book with large volumes, based on just personal experience and encounter with married women. I know, this is this topic is kind of it can get some women emotional. That's why before I go into this deep into discussing this topic, I want to put out a disclaimer, which means that I believe my own personal opinion that men and women cheat, married men and married women cheat. Married African men and married African women cheat. But I'm going to place it in 50-50. I'm not going to say men cheat more. Because if you go by what some women say, they will believe that men cheat more than women. But it's not the case. I believe that both married men and married women, they cheat equally. I don't have statistics to say this group cheat more. But I know both of them cheats. Because I don't even know that this is still going on in Africa until I came across recent messages with someone I know, a young guy I know in Africa, currently in Africa, and a young lady I know. So the guy, why I even shocked is that the guy started by asking this lady, "Are you married?" He insisted in putting this question out, and I have these messages. I can put it out for you to see if you think I'm lying. And he followed the question by saying, I don't want to, in Africa, you can understand what this means. He said, I don't want to eat another man's meat, which means he doesn't want to deal with a married woman. That shows you that this young guy in Africa, have been, married women have been, maybe coming to him. It's likely the case, but he still have some kind of moral high ground, I believe, to insist on asking this question up front, which is good. But sometimes women, when you ask them this question, some of them, even if they are single, it might be a turn off, because I remember what happened. I had this experience in London, I'm going to mention the street, Plumstead High Street. That's what the street called. So there was this young African lady, beautiful lady. There were two of them. So they walked past me and she said to me, "Oh, I love your clothes. I love how you dress." I said, "Thank you," and I passed. But I went on a bit and said, "No, I'm going to go and talk to this lady, I don't want to, let me go and shoot my shot. I don't want this opportunity to miss me, especially that I'm single." So when I turned back and I looked, the lady entered the shop, no, a restaurant. So I went into the restaurant and asked the lady, "How are you? Where are you from?" We started talking. He told me where he's from in Africa, and I said, "Okay, are you married?" He said he didn't say anything. But the thing is that he didn't answer that question. But I wanted to get his number so that I can call him. I can call her. But she refused to give me her number. So I left, you can't force someone to give you the person's number. But, because she was the first person that approached me. That's why I even went further, to shoot my shot. But it didn't work out. So, but let me circle back to young men, young African men, and married women, because I have loads of experience, This is just part one of this video, because it's going to be many series. Because I have had this experience of married women, married women approaching me particularly, even when I was in Africa. There was this brief story I'm gonna share when I was in Africa. In Africa we live kind of a communal life. I was living in a flat with my sister, my young sister. So this lady, young lady as well, but she's married. Because we live opposite each other in that flat. So, but she's always looking at me, talking to me. I was friendly. I was friendly with everyone, in Africa. You have to. So I was friendly with her, we talk. But she's looking at me all the time. And my sister is also asking her, "Why are you looking at my brother?" But, when I was in Africa, I understand maybe this woman have some feelings for me, but I didn't know how strong it was until when she asked me that she has a young sister, that if I want she can introduce the young sister to me, that she's pretty, she hyped her sister. She's a very young sister, I don't think she's up to 19 years old then, the sister she was talking about. So I said, okay, I don't mind, let me introduce me to your sister. And she went and contacted her sister and told her sister to come and stay with her. And she introduced me to her sister, and she said to her sister, "Oh, go and do my laundries and, serve me, kind of." And this is somebody handing me over to her sister. But, if you look at this, her move, you might think that, look, she just wants you to, get married to her sister, because in Africa, although let me point it clear that she said I should marry her sister. It's not about friendship she wants. She wants me to marry her sister. But the thing is that she's not only want me to marry her sister, but she just want to use her sister as kind of, to get close to me. Because if had it been I went on and married her sister, she will have the opportunity. I'm their in-law now. That she can come to my place. She just want to use her sister to come close to me. And they don't care, those women, and I have lots of, experiences, and encounter with married women. I'm gonna share in our part 2. But this is just to tell you that, cheating in Africa or elsewhere is not limited to men only, that women cheat. And you might think that it ends in Africa, because this story I just told now happened in Africa. But even here in London, they bring out abroad. They took it abroad, I have had a married woman text me almost 30 times in a day. I'm not lying about this. I have a lot of stories I'm going to talk about with this married woman, part 2 of this video. So even the young guy that I came across his message, his messaging with this lady. That's what it just sent me back. I started to think back. Why did he say, "Are you married?" Because I used to ask this question, and sometimes when I ask this question, some of my male friends, they ask, because this story I told about the girl I encountered in London Street, I told my friend about the story. He said to me, I shouldn't have asked this question about marriage, because it's too soon to ask. But this is me, I don't want to. I have moral high ground. I don't want to do something with married women. The same thing when in Africa. This is how I was brought up. So that's why I ask it up front. I don't want to go and start messing up with married women. But my friend said, because I asked such a question, that's why the girl refused to give me her number. I said, okay, what can I do? So cheating goes both ways. It's not only married men that cheat, married women, they have the same inclination of men. Thank you for watching, and look out for our next part of this young African men and married African ladies or women. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. It makes us to reach more people. You got what I'm saying? So that's it for now. Hopefully, we're gonna bring out part 2 soon, innit? Cheers. Peace.